Alright, so welcome back everybody. So for this video, I'm going to be unboxing Wondrous creatures from Bad Comic Games, as well as the crew set, gargantuan beasts, and the upgraded components. So, let us open up this book. Oh, it's a box. Let's open up this box and see what's inside. Alright. Okay, so we have some punch-outs, which I may not need to punch out if I got all the upgraded components, right? Well, let's see how that goes. So we got fish on here, we got butterflies, and we got monkeys, and crabs, and, well, that looks like a chameleon, so lizards, and birds, and dragons. Cool. Then we got some more tokens and some hex tiles with certain items on them, or coral and fruit and flowers and mushrooms anyway. And we've got some trophies as well. Looks like we've got some bug nets to catch us some wild animals or creatures or monsters or Pokemon or whatever they are, right? Wondrous creatures. Cool. Some more tokens. We I wonder which upgraded components we did get. Okay, so then we've got a board by the looks of it. With different stuff, icons and stuff on them. It's not double-sided. Okay, and we got another board. A bigger board. Let us move this out of the way for the moment and open this up and look at the board. All right. Do I have it upside down? I might have it upside down. Yeah, I've got it upside down. All right, cool. Well, we got a kraken-looking thing here, and a squid-looking thing there, and sea dragon-looking thing there, and an anglerfish-looking thing there, and a whale-looking thing there. So that's the board. Cool. And it is double-sided as well. So that's cool. Is it bigger on the other side? Maybe. Hard to say. Let me look. No, it looks like... Yeah, it is bigger on the other side. Looks like there's more stuff on one side than there is on the other. Probably based on player count, I would imagine. Okay, cool. So, here we have the rule book. Then we've got meeples. Look at this bag. Now, this is a bag I like. This is a cloth bag I really like. Not just because it's, got that cool illustration and artwork on it, but it also feels very nice to the touch. I love that. Okay, what are these? These must be player boards here. Indented player boards. Ooh, they are. That was right set up. So we have indented player boards. So that's cool. That's really cool. And they're different, at least in artwork. So that's cool. I like the snow one. I think that's my favorite of the 4 player boards. Okay. So then we have these. And then cards. Lots of cards. We'll do the cards last, like we usually do. Let's take a look at these meeples first, shall we? So we got a captain, pirate-looking guy with a dragon-like parrot on his shoulder. That's cool. That's right, they're magnetized, right? Aren't they magnetized or something? Can't they ride certain things? I thought it was. Maybe not the Stegosaurus-looking creature, but actually it looks like a scorpion tail on a dinosaur-looking thing, right? I have no idea what that is. Like some sort of quill, maybe? Gotta love this dragon, though. I love this dragon. Beautiful. Beautiful. I know I say I like animals more than dragons, but it doesn't mean I don't like dragons. I do like this dragon. That is cool. Yeah, so some sort of like quill or feather thing in a jar for ink. You know, one of those old things they used to use for drawing, right? And we got just various tokens. Looks like we got another creature here, and it does have the magnet on it. And they do have the magnets on it. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, that is cool and satisfying. That is very cool and very satisfying. Of course, getting it to drop perfectly straight down is hard, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, that is satisfying. So I can't ride these or these, but you can ride these. Now, is there something else in here that's different? Yes, there is. We've got this thing. And it's also got a magnet on it. That's cool. And this one also has a magnet on it. So you can't ride this one, maybe, but you can ride this one over here. So that's cool. Does that mean you can ride some of these white dragons, too? Nope, can't ride that one. Let's see, we got more people you can be, I guess. Let's just dump them all out. Let's see. That one you can't ride. They got a muscly macho guy with a cat in his hands. They like their cats. Let's see, we've got like a compass token. Oh, this guy came riding on his dragon. He's riding backwards on his dragon, but he's on his dragon. I'm sure that was a coincidence. But yes, there's at least one of these dragons you can ride. How nice. How nice. It looks like we've got like a hourglass token. That's cool. Okay, well, I think it pretty much shows everybody except for the single-player characters. That guy looks more like, yeah, he's a robot. This guy's like a robot. You can play as her, I guess. Or this guy with the banjo in his hand. Okay, cool. So that's all of those meeples. So let me put these away. All right. So let's look at... Looks like these are for each of the different players you can play as. So we have Cabot, the laid-back wanderer. The egg nurturer. Freya. Wow, that looks just like a chocobo, which is from Final Fantasy. But it looks like it. Looks just like one. Or at least a miniature version of a fat chocobo, anyway. Let's see. Benevolent creature guardian Heowa. Okay. Mountain herbalist Helena. The viewfinder Mekis. The beautiful entrepreneur Marie. The island's outlaw Octavia. The guy with the parrot dragon. Yeah, okay. Veteran explorer Samuel. And the energetic robot Tingent. I thought he was a robot. Cool. Cool. Okay. So now let's look at the cards. First, let's look at these cards. Save the animals for last. Or the creatures for last, right? So they're double-sided. But looks like they have the same stuff on each side. Okay. All right, so that's good. Looks like scoring opportunities for crabs, or crab icon anyway, right? Scoring opportunity for monkey creatures, and bird creatures, and reptile creatures, and fish creatures, and bug creatures, and dragon creatures, I would imagine. And some more scoring opportunities, by the looks of it. Okay, and then we've got the player aids, and we've got these cards. Probably for a solo. I bet you if there's solo in this game, it's for these, right? But maybe there is no solo. I don't know. I didn't look. Cool. Well, those are those cards. Now let's get to the interesting cards, and then of course we still have the 3 set boxes to open up. Let's look at these first. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. New Tyrant. Midnight. Oh, I love this one. Nidmite. Oh, I like that one too. Platinodon. Leviathan. I like that one. Rockin'. Throboros. I don't know. Some of these I may not pronounce because I just don't know how to pronounce them correctly. Bustosaur. That one's an easy one. Duckhazer. Whatever. That looks like a spider anyway. Solar Roller. Swimma. Vulture. Yeah, forget. Forget that. Forget that. I'm trying to pronounce it. Okay. Frogave. Lilizard. Ooh, I like that. Metaforma. Metamorpha. Mushbid. A reptile that looks like a mushroom. Mushadole. Nymphizard. Planazul. Rewardino. Stride Desert. Torterran. See, this looks exactly like that Pokemon Torterra. Exactly. It's a turtle-like Pokemon. It's got trees on its back. It's exactly like this. And the name is very, very similar. Torterra. This is Torterran. Very similar. Definitely very similar to Pokemon. That one for sure. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. Capra Eel. Claire Garou. Deepus. Ooh, I like this one. Drawanta. It looks just like a manta ray. I like that one a lot. That's probably... Ooh, another one. This one looks like a manta ray. This one looks more like a stingray, though. Drawwhite. Fish Horse. Gluminar. Killfin. Kill Pink, Lavarp, Marinetid, Pondire, Sharkan, Swampus, Gentum, Finhead, Flareadle, Jamantis, Glowworm, Hoflora, Hofum, Hosilk, Lunantula, Magicatus, Mentimidae, that one was easy. Wallow Worm, Waspike, Belangen, Draxid, okay, and then we still got more. That's only about half, I think. Well, a little over half of just the base game cards. Applet, Cacktooth, Barrymore, Cavadiger. Not even gonna. Curachino, maybe? Dog Round, Edenborn, Go a Titan, maybe? Panchrom, Therabog, Pinkroak, Sandraco, Coelacanth, see? Okay, Coelacanth, Shelmet, Sun Arrow, Verivid, I'm not going to try with that one, Waterio, Cryodon, Crystal Llama, Dracugar, Elefarm, Hamstor, Magape, Mammothog, Mom Hog, Nutabi, maybe? Sugar Rider, Thunderilla, Vikey, Wayfinder, yeah, just a lot of hard ones to pronounce, that's for sure. It's kind of like Pokemon in the way of that if you hear somebody say it in a certain way, you can just like, you know, easily remember it for all time. Squirtle, Blastoise, Wartortle, because you've heard it over and over. Since I haven't heard people pronouncing these, it's really hard to know exactly how to pronounce them. Yeah, Jumprus, at least that one was easy. Night Thief, Nitogue, Owlite, Skyrent, Starbeak, Swander, Baron, Blizzard, Cactiva, and Frogane. Okay, well, we still have the other miniature boxes to look through. So let's go ahead and open those next. Let's look at Gargantuan Beasts first. All right. Looks like that's everything inside of that one. So let me just open these up and then we'll take a look. All right. So here's the little rule book for Gargantuan Beasts. Here we have the Meeples. Some new characters by the looks of it. Okay, so this guy looks like Vivi. He looks very similar to Vivi. That's for sure, from Final Fantasy IX. Or at least a black mage or something. Looks very similar. For sure. Okay. And then we've got whoever this is. It's not wanting to really zoom in on that guy. There we go. That's better. And then we've got this guy as well. And then tons of little weird looking token thingies. But that's what they look like. They're very small, so let's put those back in the bag. So there was no gargantuan beast meeples for, apparently, this little expansion. Just looks like extra characters and some more cards, which will have the gargantuan beasts on them, most likely, right? As in these. But first, let's look at these. So we have Keen Spectator Ash, one of the characters that comes with this one. We have Mystics Enchanter Morgan. So yeah, definitely magic for sure. We have Determined Vanguard Nathaniel. I'm not worried too much about one character that has magic though. And then we have Quick-Witted Journalist Rabel. Okay, so that's that. And then we have the cards. Looks like we have some more creatures here, Wondrous creatures. But then we have some other cards here too. With different, oh, hold on. Let's turn them over. There we go. So we have some other card looking things with scoring opportunities, looks like. I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of these. But they're very cool. Gargantuan beasts. That's what these are, obviously. Poseidosaur. That one was easy. Volcan. And Yetidol. Yeti, but a duel at the end. Like an alligator. I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So then we have the actual creatures cards. So let's see here. We have Ghost Topaz. And we've got Tomb Bastion. And Chimita. And Kangeigen. Okay. Don't know how to pronounce that one. Watt Parrot. That one's cool. This is a snake-looking thing for sure. Alarmable. Oh, like a mamba. Like a mamba. Alarmamba. Okay. And Salamander. That one was easy. Flowlight. Yeah, I'm not going to try that one. Okay, cool. So those are the extra creatures that come with the Gargantuan Beasts expansion. There were definitely some interesting looking ones in here too, so it was worth getting. And like I said, it's a minor thing that there's one magical person that you can play as in the game. Minor thing. Okay, so then we're still not done yet. We still have the crew set to look at. So let's look at that next. And then after that, we still have the upgraded components, which we might briefly take a look at. Okay, that's everything in that box. Okay, so the crew set adds more meeples. So let's take a look at these meeples. It adds more meeples for us to ride. Like this thing. This snow-looking cat with two tails. That's cool. Looks like not all of them you can ride, though. So that definitely is some sort of dragon. This is cool. This one you can ride. And we got a snail-looking thing. And we have one more different kind in here. We have whatever this is supposed to be. And I'm sure there's going to be a magnet for some of these, like there has been with the other ones, I would imagine. So that's the different kinds of creatures that come within the cruise sets. Okay, so then, let's look at these cards. Obviously, that's the rule book. Okay. All right. Let's look at these cards. So this one is Albu Serpent. Alba Serpent. I like that one. Ludosaurus. This one I can't pronounce, but it reminds me of that. So this is the base game one, I believe, because of the scorpion tail and the stegosaurus-looking body. Still can't pronounce that one. Tigrisk. Yes, this is the one that comes with this set. So that's what that cat with the two tails is called. This is the snail creature. And we saw that one already, as far as meeple-wise. Oh, I'm not even going to try that one. And Felila, or Felila. Felila. That sounds like that would be it. Felila. Very beautiful looking one, too. Okay, so those are those cards, and that's everything that comes in the crew set. So the only thing left to look at is the upgraded components. Which is just going to be upgraded components of the various punch-outs, you know, the various icons for the reptiles and eggs. Well, these are eggs too, right? Just tons and tons of upgraded components for those punch-outs that we don't even necessarily need to punch out because we have these. So that's cool. I think I might just not punch those out and just hold on to them somewhere else, those punch-outs. But yes, these are the upgraded components of those punch-outs. Cool beans. I'll have to make sure. I guess it looks like just about everything that was in the punch-outs is in this bag. And then these are the trophies. Yeah, these are also punch-outs. So instead of punch-out trophies, we have metal, golden, trophies. So that's cool. Okay, I like that. I do like that. But yeah, that looks like that's everything inside of Wondrous Creatures. And everything that you can buy for Wondrous Creatures has been unboxed by me. So, if you guys liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.